Superman wouldn't complain. So the idea here is, and what I've been thinking, is anytime you have something that you tend to complain about or people around you are complaining, think about it as they're the villain, right? Because a hero wouldn't be complaining. There's nothing that would make it okay for Superman to whine. Just imagine that. Everything that he would be to you and everything that a hero is to you would crumble as soon as you start hearing them complain. And at least this would be the case for me. If my heroes started to whine, I would just lose all interest, belief, everything that I imagined they were, and even if they weren't, all that would just completely diminish. So I've mentioned before that complaining is one of the worst characteristics that you can do. Now there's talking through things, and that's different. So what's the difference? When somebody complains, they're just whining, they're complaining, they're not actually taking any action or being active. But when somebody is, let's just say, talking about it, they're looking for answers. They're looking to fix it. They're open to what the other party is saying, and then the most important thing is they take action. One of my clients, awesome dude, has been taking action on everything, no matter how difficult or unfamiliar it is. The guy's killing it, and when we talk, I always ask what people's challenges are, what they're going through. And there's a couple people that I do talk to that complain and then don't really do too much. Then there's the guys like this one particular client who's doing the thing and not whining. And this guy is, he's inspiring me in return. And I just finished a 4-day fast I broke, and I'm going to do it again because I wanted to join in his mentality of doing this thing that's hard to do and believing in yourself. And whenever I do a fast, it really pushes me out of my comfort zone. I'm used to it, but you can't get around it. It can be difficult at times, difficult sleeping, physical difficulties, whatever. So I didn't sit here, complain. I didn't even tell my girlfriend that I was doing it. And then I get to talk about it at this story later on. And this journey that I went through is a story that I can even mention right now I'm talking about. Because action is interesting and complaining is not. Talking is helpful. It helps people fix. Men like to fix stuff. We like to be problem solvers. So let's say a woman complains. That is one thing. They like to vent. I don't really get it. I never have. I don't understand what venting does for somebody. I like to tell people about things and see what they have to say so that I can fix the problem. I want to fix it, get it over with. But so men, they tend to, if a man complains or tries to vent, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would you say and tell me about all these problems if you're not going to do anything about it or try to fix it? It doesn't make sense. And if it's a problem and you want me to go on your journey and listen to your story, kind of like a girl, like for some reason with men, when they're telling me about their whiny ass story and complaining, I'm not interested in going along the journey of misery of a man. Whereas a woman, it's a different story. She can tell me how terrible her day was, and I can be there to help nurture her. And, as a man, I'm going to inevitably try to fix it, but, that's not always what women want. But the point is that complaining is not your best self. Complaining isn't your version of a hero. And this brings me to a whole nother idea is, let's say your hero version is your, not type A, but like level A, S tier, whatever you want to say. And where you're at is B, like second tier, right? So first tier is hero, second is where you're at. And the difference between where you want to be in that hero version of you that you're not fully visualized, but you know it's in there, you're working towards it. You have these things that you want. The things that's separating you between second tier and first tier is focus. And this is why I end up talking about minimalism a lot. And this particular thing was something I've been thinking about this weekend, which is if you take the first tier person version of you, it's very, very focused, very, very clean and absolute. There's not many things happening in their life. You know, Michael Phelps, tier 1, right? He's not like he's also doing archery and ice skating and playing hockey and baseball. He's a swimmer. But if you, like me, you know yourself, when you're in second tier, you're all over the place. You're trying to figure it out. But what if you were to just do the one thing that you know in your gut instincts is what you have to do? And you don't complain about all those things. I don't know what to do next. Talk it out with people, help them figure it out with you, and then do the thing, and then get better. And then, you know, if you're looking for somebody to guide you, I coach, and you can hit me up, hit the link in the description, and I can help you get to that next level. But in the meantime, you got to figure out what you want, and you got to work on that, and stop complaining. Think of your ultimate version, your superhero, your Superman version, the tier 1. What is that one thing? So here's an exercise, just a thought exercise. You hire me. You pay me, say, $10,000 to advertise for you, build a brand and everything. What would I say about you, right? What would I say that you do? If I were to dumb it down and I'm trying to tell somebody, what do you do? So for me, I help men become better men. I have, my new thing is, don't be a man, be the man, right? Level it up beyond just a man. And then I would be able to talk about what I do is I help men become more masculine, focused, and mature, right? So this thinking, I could pitch to somebody in an elevator, I can talk about it in an ad. It's hard. It's really hard to do by yourself. And as you saw, I was struggling a little, stammering around my words. But that's what the work is. And that's what it looks like. But it's not like I haven't taken a beat to be like, all right, what the hell do I do? What am I here to talk about? What am I stand for? And I suggest that you do this for yourself. So 1, stop complaining. 2, start talking to fix it, take action, and visualize, completely visualize what your tier 1 superhero version is of yourself, and then work towards that. That's your focus, that's your goal, and then start getting rid of everything else. All these extra garbage that you have in your life, whether it's, you know, excess video games, excess food, excess going out and drinking, smoking weed, whatever it is. Get rid of that garbage. Start working on yourself, get focused, take action. And again, if you're looking for some help to level up and get beyond that, hit me up. There's a link in the description, and we'll get a quick free phone call. And till next time, cheers.